Hey guys, welcome to the Live Love Artemis YouTube channel. We are your co-hosts, Becky Rinkevich and Rafaelina Merlino.
Hi guys.
Hi. We are an international real estate company that is based in Philadelphia, and we are on a mission to educate, inspire, and serve in all things real estate. And you know what? Today we were actually just talking about our next YouTube topic, and a hot topic right now, what's going on is the fact that people are still buying and selling real estate in the middle of a pandemic. COVID's going on. So we were talking and discussing how it's different buying and selling in this time compared to 6-8 months ago.
Yeah, completely.
And so we were like, all right, what can we talk about on our YouTube topic today? And we thought that it would actually be really beneficial to bring you like behind the scenes of us brainstorming the different topics that we wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
So not like scripted,
You're in it.
You're in it. So we're literally going to start brainstorming, and I
Yeah.
thought it would be really cool for you guys to come behind the scenes and
join us.
witness it.
So basically what we were just talking about, we're brainstorming on how to help our buyers, right? Because here's what's happening. Actually, Beth, why don't you tell them the story of what's happening with your buyers, the sweetest buyers ever, and what the process that they're going through right now is trying to buy a house.
Yeah, so we actually have a bunch of buyers that we're working with right now, but I have this one couple. I mean, it's definitely different in all areas of Philadelphia, Bucks County, Montgomery County, but in this particular pocket of where they're looking, this particular criteria of where they're looking to, it's obviously different in the luxury market or in the multifamily market, commercial market, but they're first-time home buyers. They want to be in a single-family home in a good school district, right outside of Philadelphia, like about an hour north. And their budget is between $300 and $370.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they want a nice yard. They want at least 3 bedrooms. They want it to be move-in ready. They want a basement. They want the taxes to be at a certain price point, because that obviously goes into effect of what your total monthly payment is going to be, because your monthly payment isn't just principal and interest, it's principal, interest, taxes, and homeowner's insurance.
Right.
And if you're buying in a townhome or a condo community, you have to factor in your HOA or your condo fee. So it's a very, very specific market and a specific area. And in this particular area with this criteria, the demand is so intense.
Crazy.
And there's so much demand, and there is almost no inventory. So I have these buyers who are dear friends of mine, and we've written now 3 or 4 offers, and there's always between 10 and 25 offers, not even exaggerating, on any particular house that they're looking at.
Yeah.
They're really well qualified. They're conventional buyers. They have excellent credit, like 800 credit score.
Yeah.
They have no home to sell. They are renting, so they just have to give 30 days notice to move out. They are putting 5% down, like I said, conventional buyers, and they're getting outbid and they're going over list price, like significantly over list price. It's not like they're, trying to come in under list or ask for a seller assist. They're extremely competitive buyers, and they're getting outbid. So we were just discussing that.
So we want to help people out, because it takes a lot of effort to go out, and it's a lot on everyone. It's a lot on the buyers trying to go out and find the perfect home. So we want to set everyone up for success, right? So we're just going through this list, and I think the first thing that we came up with was you have to go out pre-approved. So the pre-approval process, I know we all jump on Zillow, we get super excited, we're like, oh my gosh, I saw this house, I want it. We go on the mortgage calculator and we're like, oh, we can totally afford this per month. The issue with that is that you haven't put your financials through, right? They didn't take a look at your W-2, your debt to asset ratio, to understand what you can actually afford, and you're not accounting for taxes and what Becky just said, any other fees, taxes, insurance, things of that sort. So the pre-approval process is really important. Now, we had spoken about this on one of our previous YouTube episodes. have your realtor tell you what lender they use. Why is that? It's a trusted lender. The realtor's been through a ton of transactions. They know that this lender has great rates, so that you're not having to waste time shopping around, because it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of work. You got to put quite a few documents in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not something that happens, at the snap of a finger. So
Right.
the first thing is, if you really want to be taken seriously and you really want to go out to these homes and you need to move into something soon, make sure you have that pre-approval. So that's actually the first thing we listed. Beth, why don't we walk into the second thing?
Yeah, so
Start showing
the second thing would be extremely specific about what you want and are like what your needs are in your property. You have to know exactly what area you want to be in, if you have a school district you want to be in, if you want a single family home, certain square footage, all the interior specifics. You really need to hone in on what your needs and wants are, because it's not the type of market where you can just be like, it would be nice to have this. Oh, I want to go see
Yeah.
what this was like.
Yeah.
You need to know, I need this price range. I need this type of house. I need this many bedrooms. Because once you start going to look and you're like, oh, this could be nice, but let me think about it and go look at this,
Right.
the house is going to be gone.
Yeah, exactly. Things are going under contract first day they're listed for above asking. And so because of that limited inventory, and also because of the fact that the market in 2008, before the crash, was the prices were so escalated,
Yeah.
right? So they were being inflated, like where homes weren't really worth what they were selling for. That hasn't been the case for many years. Actually, over the past 10 years, the market's actually been growing in a healthy, steady way.
Yeah.
So it's not like things are selling at a ridiculous price, right?
Yeah.
They're selling at market value, at where they're meant to be sold at. And because of what happened in 2008, because of that crash, mortgage and lenders got really strict with appraisal. So like the appraisal process is insane. So realize that things are selling quickly because they're selling at fair value. It's just there's not enough inventory. So
Right.
so just to, what Becky's saying is valid. Like, you need to know what you want and to understand what you can afford within what you want, right?
Exactly. And if for some reason, say you're brand new to the process and you literally just started to think about buying a house and you don't know what you want, that's why it's so important to hire a realtor that you know and trust, that can sit you down, have a buyer consultation with you, bring you into their office, and go over the different types of properties,
Right.
what you can expect to be able to buy in your affordability, and what you might start talking about what your needs and wants are, and you might actually say, it's really, really important to me for me to have a garage.
Yeah.
I want to have a garage. I have either something that I need to, a car that I need to keep in a garage, or I need the extra storage space. Where before you might say, I don't really care about a garage. So it really might help you hone in and figure out exactly what you're looking for, exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So that would be the first step. If you aren't sure exactly what you're looking for, call a realtor that you know and trust.
Yep.
Schedule a buyer consultation. Go in one-on-one and talk about your needs and
Yeah.
wants.
So now, once your realtor obviously knows like exactly what you're looking for, what you can afford, now it goes into just being safe in seeing homes. So like some of the things we're doing is limiting the number of people that access a home at one time. So you're scheduling appointments. So there's a system called Showing Time. We go in, we schedule your specific homes within, like your tour, basically your home tour, and then you're only allowed to. They're only allowing what, I think 2 people in.
Yeah, they're allowing the real estate agent and 2 prospective buyers. So say it's you and your significant other, and you have your kids with you, or your parents with you, or just trusted friends that you
Right.
want their opinion. Only 2 are allowed in the house with their realtor at one time. So if you do have more people in your party, they're making you wait outside,
Right.
and then they're just rotating people through, and you have a limited window too. So they're really only giving 30 minutes.
Yeah, and so and a lot of the realtors are leaving the lights on and the doors open, so that really you're just walking through the home. You're not touching anything. It helps keep the seller safe. It helps keep you safe. So you're just walking through. Of course, everyone's wearing a mask. You're going there in separate vehicles,
Yep.
right? So that you and your realtor are both, staying safe as well. So I think what's really important and most importantly during this time is understanding that you can go out and see houses. You can go out and buy homes. It's just a matter of realizing that just know what you want, be safe in what you're looking for, and then back the settlement process, because that's actually what we were just talking about. We're like, let's just hop on camera and talk about this. So why don't we walk through and see how we're doing that as well?
Yeah, so in terms of the buyer side, everything from the offer that your real estate agent's going to be writing all the way up through closing. Everything can be done electronically with electronic signatures. We have a program called DocuSign. It's very safe. You set up a password. Your agent sends you all the forms and necessary addendum that accompany your offer. Everything is signed online electronically, so it minimizes that face-to-face interaction. And then all the way up through closing, your home inspection process, your appraisal process, that's all done. You don't need to be present. Everything can be done either through FaceTime. It can be done a virtual walkthrough that your agent's providing, and then even at closing, the title companies are doing remote closings. So I just had one where it actually occurred at the house where the buyers were buying. They sent a mobile notary. The notary arrived. It was just me, the notary, and the buyers. We were in masks, and they signed right then and there. The seller actually wasn't even present. They signed a deed package. So it really minimized the number of people that were at closing, and it was done in your new home. So you weren't being brought into an office setting where a ton of closings going on at once. So it's just added precaution and safety measures during this crazy unprecedented time.
So that's really pretty much the process there. So you can feel safe, first and foremost. Realize that although people are getting outbid and it can be very discouraging, and if you're a buyer that has been experiencing that, and you're not, the thing is if you really want a home, this is why the representation is so important. I just had a situation where I had a buyer call me. They said, hey, it's actually a family member. They said, they live a little further away, and they were like, well, we didn't call you, we didn't want to bother you, we know you're busy. I'm never too busy for family members, but no big deal. So they called me and they said, well, they told us to go in under asking, and we missed out, on this home that we really wanted. So here's the thing. Feeling like you're getting a deal and going in undervalue is not proper negotiations. No. Negotiating is understanding true market value. It's understanding what the home is worth. So if you go in and you're saying, oh, the home is worth $250,000 because the market is telling us, but let's go in at $230 so we feel like we're getting a deal. That's not where you're not getting a deal there. No seller is going to take less than what their home is worth in this incredible market. So just make sure you're getting proper representation, and you can be safe during this time. So I'm glad that you got to kind of be behind the scenes with us. And if you're selling your home, check out the next video. We're going to talk about that as well.
All right, great.
So make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you like what you heard today. And as always, live fully, give selflessly, and serve authentically.
See you next time, guys.
Take care.